And on this episode of You Have the Worst Agent in Hollywood, we have this from We Got This Covered. Did I really want to blow my load on that? An established action hero still regrets wasting their shot at the MCU stardom on a thankless bit part. Now, this article is about the extremely talented actor Scott Adkins, who was in the Doctor Strange movie. Yes, Scott Adkins was in the Doctor Strange movie. You might not have realized that because he had 0 lines and was only in like 1 or 2 fight scenes and died like a little bitch. If you're the MCU, you got Scott Adkins who wants to be in your movie. Scott Adkins, one of the best athletes in Hollywood with a Herculean-like body, who at one point I thought he should play Bruce Wayne. I thought that if they were going to do Batman again after Christian Bale, I would have picked Scott Adkins for it, because he looks like a Batman, because he can realistically kick your ass and looks the part. But no. Scott Adkins and his representation had a better idea. You know what? We're going to put you in the X-Men Origins Wolverine movie. And you're going to stunt double for Ryan Reynolds in that Deadpool scene. You know, where he had his shirt off and the Baraka blade claws and his mouth was sewn shut. That was Scott Adkins for all the stunt work in that. Worst agent in Hollywood. And then they're like, hey, you know what? They're making a Doctor Strange movie. And you're going to play one of the nameless grunts that dies. You're not going to do anything cool. You're going to fight him in the dream world. And then you're going to die in the dream world, which means to die in real life. And that was it. That was Scott Adkins in the MCU. There is someone else in Hollywood who I think might have a worse agent than Scott Adkins. And that's Michael Jai White. You got these 2 guys with Adonis-like bodies, the greatest martial artists in Hollywood today, and neither one of those guys can realistically get something going. Also great actors too, don't get me wrong, it's not like these 2 dudes are phoning it in, but for some odd reason, they're in nothing but garbage each and every time. Each and every time they get in front of us in a theater screen, but their movies don't come to theaters. Their things are just straight to video or on some wildly obscure streaming service. Like you're never going to see a Scott Adkins or Michael Jai White trailer on a YouTube ad. That ain't going to happen. So it does beg the question, why did you get Scott Adkins for this movie? But the article does say that Gemma Chan, who was in Captain Marvel, she was the blue one that died in the ship, she was the same actress that was leading the Eternals. So it is possible that maybe Scott Adkins might go off to the MCU and do something else, but right now, Scott, your straight to streaming stuff is probably doing better right now than any MCU movie right now. God forbid you get to the Sony universe. Please, Scott, stay away from that though. But let me know what you guys think about that. And more importantly, if you could fan cast Scott Adkins as an MCU hero or villain, who would you choose?